So I've come to the realization that I'm probably never going to have the time, money, freedom, or resources that it actually is going to take for me to live my life to the fullest extent that I think is physically possible. And that can be a little disheartening. I'm not giving up, but sometimes you need to be honest with yourself. Personally, I don't come from privilege, opportunity. I don't come from money. I'm like a second generation immigrant, if you want to label it like that. Okay, I've been living on my own and supporting myself financially ever since I turned 18, essentially. When I was young, 18, 19, 20, of course I was like positive and I'm like, yeah, you know, you're broke, but you're young and that's the way it is and you work a job or two all the time. But as time goes on, you get tired of working 2 jobs all the time and you don't have 2 pennies to rub together and you're living paycheck to paycheck. And I had to become more resourceful with what my experience or what I had to offer in order to get the things that I wanted. So today's lesson is if you don't have the time, money, freedom, or resources to do the things that you'd rather be doing, because think about it, why do all of us work? Because we have to pay bills, of course, but we're saving our money to do other shit that we'd rather be doing with our time if we didn't have to be at work, right? My first experience with that was snowboarding. I learned that around 19, and snowboarding's expensive. So if you can't afford to snowboard, then how can you go snowboarding all the time? So somebody gave me this idea, well, why don't you go move and live at a ski resort? They got really good jobs depending on which town you're on. You're going to get a free pass, and you could snowboard 60, 70, 100 days per year. At that time, I was a chef, and every town has restaurants, so I've got job security there. So I was making decent money. I had a job, and I got to snowboard. What I'm saying is I think that all of us would rather be doing other things, and if money was no object and we just had endless amounts of it and didn't have any other responsibilities, we could be living this fucking amazing life doing whatever we want to do, but it's not going to be a reality for a large majority of us. So how can we take the hobbies that we have or special interests and use those to our advantage and leverage them so that we can actually go do the things we want to do if we don't have physical money in hand? Can we get a job at a particular location that has good recreation or good benefits because we're going to be taking this job here? Do I have a special talent or something else that I'd rather be doing, where if I could go get a job doing that, I would feel more fulfilled than just having some regular crappy ass job or living a life that limits me, has no meaning or has no purpose because I'm just working to work.